Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker. Check us out, y'all. Back in the day when we used to get money, one of the ways that we got paid, now this is going to sound foreign to a lot of y'all because a lot of y'all are not even old enough to know what I'm about to talk about here. You know what I'm saying? But I hope that you still listen to the episode, right? But back in the day, we used to get paid with money orders, right? Western Union money orders, postal money orders and stuff like that, right? And how that would work. Excuse me, I'm still a little sick, y'all, with this cough. How that would work is that, the family members of the individuals that would buy, stuff from us, they would send that postal money order to our accounts or to whomever we would want them to send it to on the town. You feel me? And then, of course, it would get cashed. And if it got sent to our books, the institution would cash it and put it on our books, right? They really didn't keep track of who sent what and when, where, and how, and all of that kind of stuff, right? So I'm talking about, look here, it was very, very lucrative, right? I remember one time I had about 20 money orders coming in from all over the place with $20, $50, and all this and that, right? Getting it. I'm talking about flat out getting it. One time I remember, man, my grandmother, may she rest in peace, she didn't know what I was doing, but I had sent a lot of money orders, had a lot of money orders sent to the house. And she ain't slow. My grandmama was not slow. She peeped game. She said, look here, boy. I don't care what you got going on. I don't know what you got going on. You better get you another address. I said, yes, ma'am, and left it at that, right? But anyway, look here. I'm finna share with y'all, you know what I'm saying, how something that was going just as smooth as butter got messed up because some officers wanted to try to get in on the hustle and steal. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all sit back, relax, and enjoy this show. Check it out now, right? Now look, I wasn't the only one. I'm talking anybody that was hustling back in the day got paid one of two ways, y'all. There wasn't no such thing as Cash App, Green Dot, Venmo. It wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't nothing like that. You either got paid with cash or you got paid in money orders. Anything other than that required some funny bunny stuff, and I wasn't with that. I didn't take no booty for his payment. I wasn't on nothing like that. And commissary ain't gonna do me no good. I can buy my own commissary. You feel what I'm saying? It's as simple as that, right? But on those rare occasions, and they was rare, where I would feel some sort of obligation to the people that I was dealing with, because their family was like, look, I'm not gonna keep sending this money over here, over there, over here, over there. So they were like, look, I'm going to send you money to pay for your stuff in the penitentiary. Now you deal with it from there. So we had to get a little bit more creative and say, okay, wait a minute. If she sends it to your books, then you're going to have to buy commissary and then you're going to have to find a way to get it to me. No. Tell her that I'm going to be doing your legal work and tell her to send it to me. Because we all know that family members out there, they would do almost anything to make sure or give their loved one that's in the penitentiary anyway hope of getting out. They're talking about helping file some paperwork in court, this, and that. Now, keep in mind, it only works for so long. It only works for so long. Because there ain't nowhere in the world you can say every 2 or 3 days, to your family member, you need to send $50 to such and such books. He's doing my legal work. They'll catch on. So that can only work for so long. So here's what happened, though, because I wasn't the only one on the compound getting money. I wasn't. Everybody that was getting money was getting paid that way through money orders, right? And it was very lucrative. Very lucrative. It would be some cases, man, I'm telling you now, where it might be $3,000, $4,000 a day coming into the penitentiary, getting put on whoever the money belonged to the book. For real. I remember one time there was this one dude, he had a $5,000 worth of money orders coming in that got put on his account. Internal affairs ran down on him so fast, I'm telling you, he didn't know what to do. It's like, you didn't think to tell some of these people to send some of this money to your house? But see, you got to consider this. A lot of people on the street can't send your money to them because they're going to do what they do. They going to the mall, they going to concerts, they paying bills, all that old kind of stuff, right? You can't recop with people spending your money like that. You can't do that. So you know, a lot of people hold that money real close to them, right? But see, there was these officers that worked in the mail room. Because see, that's where it got to initially come in at. They peep game. They peep game. And look here. At first, you will hear about such and such got hit in the mouth because he didn't want to pay his debt. Then you be like, wait a minute. Dude, a good paymaster. Good paymaster. I don't believe that, but then, you know, you never know. His family might have done got tired of him. His girl might have done broke bad on him. You just don't know. You just don't know. So then you hear about such and such got beat up or such and such checked in. Story after story after story. These people are dependable, reliable, paymasters. And now all of a sudden, stuff is messed up. So now the game is getting tighter. And when the game gets tighter, you know, you get tight. Simple as that. I need green money. If you're getting something from me, you better have green money. Go to visit, get your people to bring some green money in, smuggle it back, and I'm going to give you what you want. Other than that, I ain't going to be able to do it. Because something is going on with these money orders. It ain't making no sense. Everybody's money order is coming up messed up. Now, because we're talking about thousands of dollars worth of money orders, right? That is coming into the penitentiary. And this is not just at back in the day anyway. This is not just at one facility. This is every facility. So you're talking about tens of thousands of dollars potentially every day being sent into the penitentiary to pay for drugs back in the day. I'm talking about money at the union, not to mention the money orders that were being sent to people's families at home. Money. Postal money orders, Western Union. It became so lucrative, like I said, that these two particular officers at this particular facility, I'm not going to name the facility, they looked at it one day and was like, ain't nobody going to be able to pin this on us. How can they prove it? Because let me explain something to y'all about our mail. Our mail comes in. It's federal. It comes through the post office. And then the officer goes to pick it up at the post office and brings it back to the institution and divides it, puts it in the boxes where it goes, you know what I'm saying, to whatever unit, to whatever individual, right? And if it's a money order, the money order doesn't come in the envelope to us unless it's a mistake, which happens sometime, but it was rare. The money order is taken out of the envelope. A receipt is put in the envelope by the officer, and the money order is sent to the part of the prison trust fund or whatever, where they actually take that money order, cash it, and put that money on our books, right? That's how that works. So we have no way of knowing if the mail actually got put in the mail, if the money order was actually that. We have no way of knowing until we get a receipt that everything is straight. And when you don't get a receipt, you assume what? They ain't done it. So initially, like I say, people were getting hit in the mouth. A few people checked in. But then some other dudes was like, okay, you owe me 50. The 50 ain't here. And this dude is swearing up and down his head. He said, okay, now if you don't get it here next week, you owe me 100. So a lot of people were using that to run up the money. So now it's causing all kinds of problems on the compound. Because you got a lot of people, man, that's putting it on the wood that their family is paying this money. And now all of a sudden they don't want from 50 to 100, from 100 to 200. Because you doubling up every time. Every week it's a double up. Just like that. Ain't nobody playing because, look, time is money. You can't recop on somebody saying it was sent. You understand? So the game gets raw. But at the end of the day, this person's sending the money, but this person is not receiving the money. Don't nobody know what's going on. But I'm going to tell you something. Word gets around the compound. And I'm telling you, these folks that works in the internal affairs, these people are not stupid, man. They're not stupid at all. They listen, they analyze, and then they try to figure out what is happening. So they're hearing all of these stories because, see, when you check in or you get beat up, somebody coming to talk to you. And these guys, they know that these guys got addiction problems. You feel what I'm saying? It's written all over their face. So they hit them like this. This is how they hit them. What's going on, man? Why are you back here? I don't know. I just can't do no more time out there. They give them some old bogus excuse. Then they hit them hard. Come on now. You've been out there getting high. You owe somebody. I don't know nobody. I paid them. They trying to say I didn't pay them. All you got to do is push them a little bit, and they going to tell them everything. And then they say, so you paid them? Like, yeah, my family sent a money order. Right? So the internal affairs, man or woman, whoever it is, they writing everything down. They writing it down. Well, I'm going to call your mama and I'm going to ask her this, and that. Well, call her. So this is what they do. They start getting a list of people that's checking in, a list of people that's getting beat up, that's saying that these money orders been getting sent to these prisons, but ain't nobody getting paid. Now, the IA people win on both sides. They getting information against the drug dealers, so they can go swoop them up, but they're also getting information wherever it may lead to what's going on with these missing money orders. You feel me? Oh, it's a win-win for them. They finna clean house. So this is what happened. They get to asking questions, calling family members, getting receipts. You better think about them receipts. I ain't talking about the receipts that the mailroom sends to the inmates on the company. I'm talking about the receipts you get from the post office, the receipts you get from Western Union that proves that you purchased it. You understand? Because here's what happens. If the money orders don't get to the individuals it's supposed to go to, Western Union and the Post, they got to reimburse these people. Now, it takes a minute, but they got to reimburse them, so they ain't trying to be getting this money back either. So guess what happened? They launched the investigation because they got proof that these things were purchased. They got proof that they were sent to the penitentiary. Now the Postmaster General gets involved. These people here. Now, I don't really know much about the Postmaster General. All I know is this. It's the feds. And when the feds get involved, boy, look here. You know how they say patience is a virtue? Man, the feds got patience. I'll tell you, they got the patience of Job. You hear me? Them folks will lean back in the cut and watch you do it. They will watch you do it, and just to get pictures, just to get enough information so when they come, oh, they going to make you put the handcuffs on yourself. For real. So they bump down. This is what they do. They get some money orders themselves. And they sprayed them with this stuff that you can't see. And you're going to understand in a minute how I know this, right? But they sprayed them with this stuff that you can't see. The money orders came in. Oh, look here. Dude and them done got so greedy. Oh, they doing it. They got on new tennis shoes. They living now. They snatching them money orders up out them envelopes and stuffing them in their pocket as quick as they can. You feel me? And walking straight up out the penitentiary. But guess what happened on this one particular day, y'all? Folks was waiting on them out front. And they had that UV thing where they could shine it on your hands and stuff like that. So they shined the UV thing on their hands and on their pants. Guess what? Ink everywhere. Ink everywhere. Look like, you know how they be doing in them hotel rooms when they have them on inside edition when they be showing where they got the hotels ain't clean. They got sperm all over the place. That's them type of UV lights. So they hit them with the UV light. They got UV. They got this stuff all over their hands and all over their pants pocket. So they get what they tell them. Y'all know what they told them. Come on now. Y'all know what they told them. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. But this what happened. This what happened. This is how the warden didn't want to play. He didn't play no game. This warden didn't play no games now. Because they was finna go out the penitentiary. The warden said, nah, this ain't how we're going to do this. He said, I'm finna send a message. They took him back to the compound, back to the mailroom. Now, everybody watching. They got on handcuffs. Is they training? Is some exercise or something going on? Now, who are them people that's walking with them? Don't nobody recognize them. They look different. They got on suits and ties. Looking at them and said. Then somebody said, man, I bet that's the feds, man. And I finally caught them. What you mean caught them? Man, them money orders, man. Them folks been stealing them money orders, I'm telling you now. And everybody looking. And it started to dawn on everybody. That's what had happened. They were stealing. They were stealing their money orders. But here, look here. The story don't end right there. Now, you remember when I told you that the internal affairs, they write down everything? Oh, my. And see, that's why, if you remember, go back early into the story. When I said, look here, something funny going on, I need green money. See, I saw this. It's like a crystal ball. I saw it. I looked in that crystal ball. I said, I I ain't got no dope to be giving away and hoping that I get my money. I need some green money. See, I got all the way out of the money or the game. You feel what I'm saying? Until it got straight, I got all the way out of it. So here come the IA. I told you they wrote everything down now when they went to talk to these people. They start swooping people up, showing them the receipts that their mom and their uncles and dad had done gave these people. Because they got tired, they waiting on their money to get reimbursed. So they showing these people thinking they going to get their money back quicker, which they got their money back. You was going to get it anyway, one way or the other. But what they also got was their loved one that's in the penitentiary, a trip to the hole for violating state law. They got caught up selling dope in the penitentiary. And they got all the proof you need. Okay, then, when you go to the D-board, what do you got to do when they got all the evidence? Take low and go. I'm guilty. Everybody went to the hole, but me. Because I changed the game up. I said, I need my green money. I don't need no money on them. I need green money. I need green money. But that's how twisted it'll get up in here. Even the police won't in on the hustle. Even the police wanted in on the hustle. But then they end up getting flipped too. Because guess what I say about all that, y'all? And I'm going to wrap this show up with this one. Guess what I say about that? Ain't no right way to do wrong, y'all. I'm telling you now, ain't no right way to do wrong. It's like walking backwards, man. It's like walking backwards. Eventually, you're going to bump into something or somebody. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Look here, y'all. Go check out my book on Amazon.com. It's called Rivals, y'all. Check that thing out for me. I think you'll enjoy it, man. This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Bacon. I say peace, y'all.